got this piece of glass that I want to try and turn into faux black and gold marble. So the first thing I've done is I've cleaned it really well so that it's nice and clean. Sorry about all the mess under the table because this is my working table. And now we're going to prep it to paint. I'm going to be using gold leaf, and I've got this rich gold metallic finish paint, and I've got a fine mist spray bottle. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray a mist of water onto the glass. And now I'm taking some of the gold leaf and just randomly dropping it in places. I'm just using a soft paintbrush to pat them down so that they stick in the water. Just make sure when you're putting your gold leaf down that they're not double layers so that they lie flat. Sorry, not very visible on camera, but there's quite a few pieces on there. I've decanted some of my gold paint into my little palette, and I'm taking one of these really small, they're called striping brushes, and I'm just going to be loading that with paint and then giving the glass another bit of a spray so that it's quite wet for where I want my veins to go. Now remember, the veins always only go at a 45-degree angle and they're not sort of dead straight, so I'm holding my paintbrush like that so that I can wiggle it as I move, so I can get some really wiggly sort of like patterns going. I know it's very difficult to see what I'm doing on the glass. For some of the places that I've gone quite thick like there, I'm just going to spray it so that it will move a wee bit so that it looks like it's running. This part, there's no exact way of doing it. The more messy it looks, the better. Now if your paintbrush is not gliding very well, just put some more water on it so that you can get your paintbrush to glide nicely. So where I have the chunks of the gold leaf, I'm trying to bring the gold vein into that position so that it looks like there's a deposit there. And the lines don't have to go all the way through if you don't want, but I'm bringing them all the way through Because we're painting on glass, we're actually painting in the reverse. So this is going to be the underside of the tabletop. I'm not going to be lifting the glass to see what it looks like from the other side because the glass is really heavy. So it's going to be a bit of a surprise when I turn it over. And that's all I'm doing for the time being. I'm going to wait for that to dry. Now that it's dry, I'm taking this gloss black spray paint and I'm just going to spray the whole table. Please wear a mask when you're using spray paints. So I've just done a very thin coat of paint and then I'll do another 2 coats after that. So I'm doing a second coat now. And then we wait for that one to dry. And now for the third coat, I'm going to be going in the opposite direction. By the looks of how the paint has gone on, I'm probably going to have to do another 2 coats. Paint is all dry now. I'm quite happy with the coverage now, so I actually put 5 coats on here to cover it all completely. And now I'm going to put a clear coat on just to seal all the paint in. I'm just using this gloss clear to do the final coat. The paint is all dry on my table and I've had somebody help me lift this and I've got the most wonderful surprise because it really does look fabulous. It's turned out a lot better than I was expecting. So it really looks absolutely amazing. Unfortunately the camera doesn't do it quite justice, but as you can see with the gold leaf in that as well, it's really stunning. So that's the dining room table. And there's my whole completed dining room with all the new chairs that I've covered as well.